Hi. All right. So it's Wellness Wednesday. So I want to talk about meditation. Because meditation is like a broad umbrella term for so many different really awesome things, which includes just being alone with your thoughts. And it's so very important to be able to slow down and be alone with your thoughts. It's funny because I've noticed personally, in comparison to how much I used to be on my phone and used to be online, in comparison to now, especially with bringing my business online, how much my attention span has shortened, where even just doing my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows. I do very little when it comes to my personal appearance, but I did my eyebrows just before this because they needed to be done. And, I had my phone set up to get ready to record. And for that split second, I was like, oh man, I need to put something on while I'm doing this. I need my attention on something. I need something to draw my attention. And then I was like, no, that's silly. I don't need to watch something. I don't have to have noise. I can't really watch something anyway because I'm doing my eyebrows. That's going to involve me looking in a mirror. And so this is why meditation is so important, is because even I was able to, in that moment, slow down and recognize, no, my brain doesn't have to be bombarded with noise all the time. But I even have that instinct from time to time. So I was like, no, we're just going to chill. I'm just gonna have silence. And that's important, to be able to be alone with your thoughts and to be able to be alone in silence and be thoughtless. These are very, very important things for your mental health, and therefore for your physical health, and therefore as a whole human system, your spiritual health. So we've got different kinds of meditation. Most people think of meditation as people sitting with their hands in some sort of mudra and, that's what most people think of when they think of meditation. But meditation, like what I was doing with my eyebrows, that could be a meditation. Just sitting in silence, focused on something, allowing myself to clear my mind. That can be meditation. Sitting alone with your thoughts and actually listening to your thoughts rather than trying to clear your thoughts can be meditation. Actually, that's when people first get into meditation, they're not clearing their mind. They're learning to be with their thoughts. And that's a big misconception too. Most people think, when they think meditation, they think clearing your mind, not thinking about anything, being able to sit for long enough and never scratching an itch. And in the beginnings of meditation, you're really like, that's super monk stuff, like being able to sit for an hour in some sort of prayer pose and do nothing. That's like super monk status. Beginnings of meditation is actually allowing yourself to sit quietly with your thoughts and let them come and go, and allow yourself not to get stuck on one thought, but actually let it go. That's a big thing that people learn to do when they first learn to meditate, is rather than getting dragged down a rabbit hole, being like, okay, that was a thought, now go back to my breath, rather than letting that thought trail on and on and on into more thoughts. Meditation is so important for this, because once you can learn to recognize your thoughts as they happen, rather than let them go and let your body take them where they will, that's when we start learning how to choose our actions rather than just knee-jerk be guided by our bodies. Actually having, in that sense, control of the mind. and therefore control of the body, rather than just being taken by your human system on a wild roller coaster of a ride. I mean, how often do you find yourself in a position where you go, man, I really wish I didn't do that? I don't remember the last time I felt that way, because I don't do anything that makes me feel that way. And the reason why I'm capable of that is because of things like meditation, because I've learned to not get caught up in the moment by slowing down, and therefore being able to think out everything before getting swept away. And so meditation, like my graphic said the other day, meditation for the questions Google can't answer. That's another great example of meditation. Being able to meditate on a single question, being able to meditate on a single thought, and seeing where all of those options go. You know, in a controlled setting, letting yourself go down the rabbit hole. Like, there are so many different types of meditation. There's no one single meditation. Sure, you can sit and try to clear your mind, but you can also sit and let yourself go on a controlled ride. Or you can let yourself sit and just figure out what your thoughts are without letting them take you down any particular rabbit hole. So many different things. You can do guided meditations, and those are awesome. I've got some of them that I've recorded myself that are on YouTube and Patreon, where the meditation is actually focused on moving your energy somewhere, maybe clearing bad energy, negative energy. If you know anything about the traditions that I practice, we don't consider good or bad energy a thing. We have what we call hucha energy, which is dense energy, as opposed to sami energy, which is free-flowing energy. We don't think energy isn't good or bad. Energy is neutral, and it is us as human beings, like meaning, for instance, you know, it's us who puts meaning on things, like good or bad's a meaning. So energy itself is a neutral tool. It's a neutral source, and it's a neutral thingamabob. and we put meaning on things. It doesn't have meaning, and good and bad is a meaning. Anyway, so my point being that, for instance, if you feel like you have negative energy within you, you can clear that negative energy through a meditation. And usually it's not the energy that's negative, it's our thoughts that are attributing meaning to things that we can clear. What else? Meditations for aligning the chakras. Meditations, like I said, for concentrating your energy in general in one place, whether that be clearing and aligning your chakras or building your light inside of you so that it's brighter and brighter and brighter. There's all sorts of amazing meditations. So I just wanted to put that out there today for Wellness Wednesday. You know, people have this very singular-minded idea of what meditation is. Some people know about guided meditation versus not guided meditation. I used to do Shambhala meditation, and we would sit in silence for a little while, but then we would walk in silence in a circle together. So, you know, there are so many different types of meditations out there that if one type of meditation isn't working for you, maybe another will. And this idea that meditation has to be this ritual or this production, I mean, you can just be willing to sit in silence with whatever you're doing, and that can be a meditation. So I want everybody to take a moment to see if they can fit meditation into their lives. See if you can fit meditation into your life on a more regular basis, even if that just means in the moment, taking the moment to recognize that you had a thought and just thinking about what that thought was for a moment and then letting it go. You don't have to do meditation for long periods of time either. You know, there are 5-second meditations, 30-second meditations, minute meditations, 3-minute, 5-minute meditations, and so on. But meditations can actually be quite short as well, especially in the beginning. There's Kundalini yoga, which is kind of like a type of meditation where, like I said, you can do actions within meditation. Meditation doesn't have to necessarily be silent sitting. It can be silent action. I guess in a lot of the Kundalini that I do, a lot of them are Kriyas where we are sitting, but you're moving your arms around in different ways, for instance. So there's so many different cool types of meditations out there that I really want to encourage you to take the time to find the meditation that is right for you, because there are so many different types. Try different kinds of meditation, because meditation is so important for the brain, and therefore the body, and therefore as the spirit, the whole human health system comes together healthy. So yeah, it's very, very important to be able to recognize even just that you're having thoughts. Like people these days get so swept away without even recognizing their thoughts. So, that's the first step. Anyway, may the energy you serve you well. I have spots opening up for my next session cycle for my one-on-one counseling. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely hit me up about that. Super excited to be taking on some new clients this session. I have my Patreon, which, like I said, has guided meditations as well as written meditations, as well as all sorts of other content like this. So go check that out. Wherever the link is, wherever this video is posted, the link will be there in the description for all the things: one-on-one counseling, guided meditation. If you're not on my monthly mailing list yet, I do 1 email a month. That's it for my mailing list, just the one. Every once in a while, if we do a group meditation and that didn't get announced in the monthly email, maybe I might get a second email on a month, but it's very, very rare. So go check out all those links in the description wherever this video is posted, and may the energy you serve you well. Let's keep making our way through. Thanks for joining me, guys.